When they took the temporary pacemaker out of my neck, I felt the most intense pain I've ever felt in my life. And a white light enveloped me and was lifting me. And I couldn't see anything but the light. But I could hear shouted exclamations below me. And I felt hands pulling me back. And I woke up June 1st, Sunday, around noon, in recovery. I had a rough childhood because of a deformity that I had until I had it removed in 1970. But the only thing I could say positive about it is it kept me out of the Vietnam War. Friends of mine that came back from it were seriously affected. Thinking about these things make me remember them. Next question. Well, I believe in God, but I didn't like church. My church has always been the highway since I've been adult enough to go there. As a child, I was taken to Sunday school and taken to church. When I got older, I decided I just didn't want to go to church. I've mostly been a good person in my life. I've been lucky. I've been successful in my mind and all the people that I've been able to help. I haven't been able to help everybody I've stopped to help, but the ones that allowed me to help them, I did. You do what you can do, and I was able to do many things that others couldn't, and it raised my spirits to do it. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, I hope, and I was given a reprieve. I was brought back. It was June 1st, 2024. I walked out this front door, went to the garden gate with my dog, and all of a sudden, the world turned into a whirlwind. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't see, I couldn't talk. I made it in the door and closed the door, and luckily Sadie came with me. And I fell on the floor and lay there until my wife and her sister came home 15 minutes later and found me. And they called 911, and the ambulance was here promptly because it's a block away. And they took me immediately to Grossmont Hospital, and they wired me up with all kinds of wires and tubes and put a temporary pacemaker in my right neck vein. Well, 9:30, and I felt better. And 9:30 that night, the pacemaker, something went wrong with it, or it failed, or a wire pulled out of my heart or something, and I died. They took me down to the operating room in the basement, where the morgue is too, and I thought that I was going to the morgue. When they took the temporary pacemaker out of my neck, I felt the most intense pain I've ever felt in my life, and a white light enveloped me and was lifting me, and I couldn't see anything but the light, but I could hear shouted exclamations below me, and I felt hands pulling me back. And I woke up June 1st, Sunday, around noon, in recovery, with a permanent pacemaker in my chest. So I've been given a second chance, and I thank God and my wife for that. Well, I always believed that there was a higher power. And now I have personal experience to believe further. Hands and fingers, I assume it was the surgeons. I don't know. But they pulled me back. I never went past the ceiling, quote unquote, but I was rising away from my body. I couldn't see my body, I could only feel and hear. Only thing I could see was a brilliant white light. I tell this story at the museum sometimes, and I see the look of incredulity, I think that's the word, in people's eyes. All I can say is, I've been there. And there's a book about NDEs that I read afterwards also. Somebody recommended it to me. And there's a lot of different experiences, but a lot of them are similar to mine. I didn't see myself on the table, but some people have said that they have, as they're rising away. I've had some questions about realities. I think we probably have many lives. We come back in different forms. I'm sure that I had a life as a dog prior, and that's part of the reason I had the operation, to remove that evidence. I'm not metaphysical or whatever the word is for that. I mostly believe in what I see in front of me, but there are shades to a lot of things. Shades of good, shades of bad, shades of evil. Do what you can, what you're equipped to do, what you know how to do. That's all you can do. I've been there. That's all I can say. I've been there. Thank God I'm here. My wife, thanks God too. We're not churchgoers in the ordinary sense. My church was the Highway. It says so on the back of my car.